Imagine, a garden, night. Silence hangs heavy, the air is thick with anticipation, as if the very leaves are holding their breath. The moon casts a pale glow, illuminating the scene with an eerie light. Shadows dance across the ground, creating an almost surreal atmosphere. The garden, usually a place of peace and tranquility, now feels like the stage for an impending drama. A man approaches, he kisses another. But this kiss is not one of affection or love. It is a signal, a prelude to betrayal. The man receiving the kiss is unaware of the treachery that is about to unfold. The kiss, a simple act, becomes a symbol of deceit and treason. It is a moment that will change the course of history. But this is not love, this is betrayal. The expression on the face of the man who is kissed changes from one of trust to one of shock and hurt. The realization of the betrayal hits him like a physical blow. The pain of being betrayed by someone he trusted is evident in his eyes. This is a moment of profound emotional turmoil. This is the story of Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 apostles. A man who was chosen to be part of an inner circle, to walk alongside Jesus, to witness his miracles and hear his teachings firsthand. Judas was not an outsider. He was one of the trusted few. He was there at the Last Supper, sharing a meal with Jesus and the other apostles. He was part of the group, part of the mission, a man who walked with Jesus, a man who shared his meals and his teachings. Judas listened to Jesus' words, saw his compassion, and experienced his love. He was a witness to the miracles, the healings, and the profound wisdom that Jesus imparted. Judas was not just a follower. He was a participant in the journey, a companion in the mission to spread the message of love and redemption, and yet a man who betrayed him. Despite all that he had seen and experienced, Judas made a choice that would forever mark him as the ultimate betrayer. The reasons for his betrayal are complex and have been the subject of much debate and speculation. Was it greed, disillusionment, fear? Whatever the reason, the act of betrayal was a conscious decision, a moment where Judas turned his back on everything he had been a part of. The story of Judas is a difficult one. It is uncomfortable. It forces us to look at the darker aspects of human nature, to confront the reality that even those who are close to us, those who we trust, can betray us. It is a story that has been told and retold, each time reminding us of the fragility of trust and the devastating impact of betrayal. It challenges us. It forces us to confront the darkness that resides within the human heart. The story of Judas is not just a historical account, it is a mirror reflecting our own potential for betrayal and the consequences of our actions. It is a reminder that we must be vigilant, that we must strive to be true to our values and to those we hold dear. The kiss of treachery is a powerful symbol, one that continues to resonate through the ages, reminding us of the importance of loyalty, trust, and integrity. Judas Iscariot was chosen by Jesus. He was one of the 12. He witnessed the miracles. He heard the Sermon on the Mount. He saw the power of God firsthand. He was the treasurer, trusted with money, trusted by Jesus. They shared a bond, a sacred trust. Yet within Judas something shifted. Seeds of doubt, greed, we may never know, but the darkness grew. The Last Supper. A poignant moment. Jesus shared bread and wine with his disciples, a symbol of his body and blood. A new covenant. Judas was there. He ate and drank, knowing what he would do. The ultimate betrayal. Later, in the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas led the guards to Jesus. He identified him with a kiss, a symbol of love twisted into an act of betrayal. Can you imagine the pain Jesus felt, the weight of the world on his shoulders, knowing what was to come? The Garden of Gethsemane, a place of solace, now a place of sorrow, his heart heavy with the knowledge of the impending betrayal, betrayed by one of his own, one he had chosen, one he had trusted. Judas, a man who had walked with him, learned from him, and shared meals with him. The disciples were confused, angry. They couldn't comprehend how one of their own could do such a thing. Peter, in a moment of passion, drew his sword. He wanted to protect Jesus, to fight for him. But violence was not the answer. Jesus knew that. He had always preached love and forgiveness, even in the face of betrayal. But violence was not the answer. The betrayal cut deep. It wasn't just a physical arrest. It was a spiritual wound. Jesus, The embodiment of love and compassion was being taken away by those he came to save. It shook the very foundation of their community. The disciples who had left everything to follow Jesus were now faced with the harsh reality of betrayal. Their faith was tested, their loyalty questioned. How could they move forward after such a blow? It was a stark reminder of the darkness that can reside in the human heart. Even among those who seem closest to us, betrayal can lurk. It serves as a lesson for all of us to be vigilant, to be forgiving, and to understand the complexities of the human soul. The agony of betrayal is a universal experience, one that transcends time and place, reminding us of the fragility of trust and the strength required to overcome it. Judas's betrayal is a powerful reminder. Trust is precious. It can be broken, sometimes by those closest to us. His actions have echoed through history, becoming a symbol of treachery, a warning. We are all capable of betrayal in small ways and in large ways. It is a part of the human condition. Section 6. The weight of 30 pieces. Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, the price of a slave, the ultimate act of greed. Later, consumed by guilt and remorse, Judas returned the money. He took his own life, a tragic end. His betrayal had a price. But what about forgiveness? Is any betrayal too great? Section 7. Forgiveness, a divine act. Even as he was betrayed, Jesus offered forgiveness. He understood the human heart, its capacity for darkness, its need for redemption. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength, it is a choice, a conscious decision to let go of anger and resentment. Jesus, in his final moments, showed us the power of forgiveness. He forgave his executioners. He forgave us all. Section 8. Embracing forgiveness. Forgiveness is not easy. It takes time, it takes courage, it requires us to confront our pain. But forgiveness is also liberating. It frees us from the chains of anger and resentment. It allows us to move forward. When we forgive, we choose love over hate. We choose compassion over judgment. We choose healing over hurt. Section 9. A time for reflection. The story of Judas is a mirror. It reflects not just the betrayal of a friend, but the deeper, often hidden struggles within the human soul. Judas, a disciple of Jesus, is often remembered for his act of betrayal, but his story is much more complex. It is a tale that invites us to look within ourselves and examine our own actions and motivations. It reflects the complexities of the human heart. The heart is a labyrinth of emotions, desires, and fears. Just as a still pond can reflect the sky and trees, our hearts can reflect our innermost thoughts and feelings. The story of Judas challenges us to delve into these reflections and understand the duality of our nature. It challenges us to confront our own capacity for both good and evil. We are all capable of acts of kindness and acts of betrayal. The story of Judas serves as a reminder that we must constantly strive to choose the path of goodness, even when faced with temptation and adversity. Have we ever betrayed someone's trust? Have we been betrayed? How have we responded? These questions are not just about the past, but about our present and future. They urge us to reflect on our relationships and the choices we make. Trust is a fragile thing, easily broken, but difficult to rebuild. When we betray someone's trust, we not only hurt them, but also damage our own integrity. The story of Judas is a reminder. Forgiveness is always possible. Forgiveness is a powerful act that can heal wounds and restore relationships. It is not an easy path, but it is a necessary one. By forgiving others, we free ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. We open the door to healing and reconciliation. It is a gift we give ourselves. Forgiveness allows us to move forward, unburdened by the past. It is an act of self-love and self-care. When we forgive, we release the hold that pain and hurt have on us. We create space for peace and joy to enter our lives. And it is a gift we can offer to others. By extending forgiveness, we offer others the chance to heal and grow. We create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. In a world that often feels divided and fractured, forgiveness is a powerful tool for building bridges and fostering understanding. It is a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit.